Hello, welcome to the Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions custom content stream extravaganza. I hope you're doing well. Hope today has treated you well. You're enjoying the lovely sunshine, if you're in Melbourne, that is. I didn't. I was at work. But it was nice. It was nice weather for what it was. I am continuing looking at DC content. I've got a bit of a DC buzz after the World's Finest episode that I did with young Joshua Smeg. It was great fun. Superman and Batman versus Mr. Freeze. It was epic stuff. We've since played a couple of games sort of off the stream to sort of just make sure we've got a handle on the heroes. I swapped to Batwoman, so it was Batwoman and Batman versus I can't remember now. Solomon Grundy. That's right, Solomon Grundy. And yeah, it was good. We've got it worked out because after the World's Finest episode, we've got some feedback from the creators of those heroes, and there was quite a few sort of Batman-related shenanigans that we missed, which was a shame because if we had noticed them, it would have gone a lot easier. He's got a lot of little tricky little things to him, which to his mechanics, which makes sense because I mean it's Batman, right? So yeah, we got to handle it. I of course my beloved Batwoman, who's awesome. I'm also going to introduce a change. I normally, when I post these onto YouTube, I always mention the creator of the hero themselves. But it's been suggested to me that I also post their content if they've got it like a Google Drive or a TTS mod as well. So I'm going to do it. I asked the community, and the people who responded favorably and said it was a good idea. So yeah, if it's one of those people that I don't think would have a problem, then I'll just do it. If it's somebody who I think I don't really know as well, I'll ask them first just in case. But either way, if I do post it, that will be in the description of the video itself. And hopefully we'll get some people out there joining the community. It'll be good. Alright, so for this one, we've got a custom character by ES, Mr. Nightwing. So ES recently went through and did some revisions to some of his content. Nightwing and the villain Amazo. Very excited to try Amazo once he's worked out all that. He told me to wait until he posts it again. But this is his new and improved Nightwing. That relies very heavily on the aerial trait. So you got a little custom status bar thing here, which is pretty sweet. Oh, what's up here? Why is that not sitting properly? How weird. How strange. So this is so he relies heavily on. There it is again. What's that? There's something underneath it, but there's nothing there. It says there's something there, but there is nothing there. How very odd. Very strange. Is there something visible? Oh, very weird. That's really strange. I'm going to move this down, otherwise it annoys me. Sorry about that. I went into sort of detective mode. I was like, what's that about? Anyway, so where was I? He's given Nightwing a little bit of tweak, and one of his is sort of relying a bit more on his aerial. He gets aerial at certain points because he's, trapeze artist. Is like, flying, swimming through the air and stuff. And so if he does get aerial, he gets like certain bonuses and things. So you get the special card to say that he's got aerial. I am playing Justice, and as is tradition, I haven't looked at the deck. I don't know what it is that he does, so we'll soon find out. Other than his Bane card, of course. Dick Grayson, 3 rec, civilian, on the move. Action, discard a card from your hand. You gain aerial until the end of the round. If the discarded card was a Nightwing card, ready your identity. Hand size 6, hit points 10. Nightwing. Having some pizza. Looking all hunky as he does. 2/2/2, Bat Family Titan. The Flying Grayson's response. After an attack against you deals no damage to you, you gain the aerial trait until the end of the next round. Acrobatic Assault. While you have the aerial trait, you gain Retaliate 1. So he spins through the air and punches you in the face. Or most likely kicks you in the face. My opponent will be... I did randomize it and I got Deathstroke, which is good. I'm happy with that. I know how to play Deathstroke. It's fine. While Deathstroke has a weapon attached to me, his attacks gain piercing. Deathstroke and a squad of assassins are launching a surprise attack on a secret Cadmus facility. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapons deck. So shuffle and boom, he gets Energy Shield. Touch the villain. Touch villain gains Retaliate 1. That's not a good one to start with. His deck's already in there. My obligation's in there. All the modulars are in there. We are good to go. That's some cool artwork. This trick. Sweet. Let's do it. Shuffle and 6. Hello? Oh, it doesn't know I'm sitting here. Oh, jeez. It's all fun and games. 6. Alright, what did I get? Alright, so we have an identity card here, and another one, and another one. So let's have a look at these. Bloodhaven, criminal, location. Alter Ego action, discard any number of cards from your hand and exhaust Bloodhaven. Draw cards equal to the number you discarded this way. If you have the aerial trait, draw an additional card. Okay, so that's a little mini mulligan, whenever you feel like it. Trained by the Bat. What a cool picture. After you use a basic power, exhaust this card. Reduce the cost of the next event you play this phase by 1. Okay. Action if you have the aerial trait, ready this card. Sweet. Fearless Freefall. Thwart. Remove 4 threat from a scheme if you have the aerial trait, and remove the last threat from that scheme. Ready Nightwing. Very cool. And then it's got the basic stuff. Make an entrance. Tim Drake. And an energy. I'm not going to mulligan because I don't really know what to mulligan for. I think it's pretty important that I've got 3 of these cards. I think that's pretty sweet. So yeah, let's do it. There's no side schemes or any threat to get rid of, so I don't really need... Well, I don't really need the threat cards. Let's actually mulligan the threat cards. Let's see what happens. Let's get another 2. Ah, there you go. Pretty handy. It's not bad. So I will use energy to put out... Oh wait, what's going to happen in here? Let's flip to Nightwing. To get trained by the bat out. And then let's use Power in All of Us and Yawn and Roll to get Red Robin out. It's good to have Tim with me. Should I have flipped? Maybe I shouldn't have flipped. I don't know. So I don't need to use Trained by the Bat. I don't necessarily need Aerial right this second, right? Because I can't afford to put this out anyway. Wouldn't it make more sense for this ability to be on this side? If he's in alter ego mode, why is he flying around the city? Okay. So I need to get an attack that doesn't deal any damage in order to get Aerial and then get Retaliate. After an attack against you deals no damage to you, you gain the Aerial trait until the end of the next round. While you have Aerial, you gain Retaliate. Which would be too late for Retaliate to do anything. I attack. I retaliate. Responses happen at the end. I'm not sure about the timing of this. What's the timing there? If I defend... If I defend and don't get damage, I get Aerial. And if I have Aerial, I have Retaliate. Do I get to Retaliate straight away? I'm not sure if I'm not sure that I do. Understanding timing. Okay, so this is a ridiculously bit long article. I just need a chart. It says tells you what they are. Yeah, responses happen after a triggering condition is met. The triggering condition resolving fast. Okay, that's very obvious. I just need just a list. That's all I need. Why can't I just get Surely there's just a timing chart somewhere. This is not very exciting. But it's pretty important because what I need to know whether I actually get retaliated or not at the time of when it happens. This is frustrating. Surely there's a picture somewhere. Surely. Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. No, I already know that. That doesn't help me at all. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Abilities have time priority over others. In time priority, all the abilities are constant. Okay, so acrobatic assault is a constant ability. Forced, interrupt, forced response. Yeah, okay. Because it's a constant ability, it's happening all the time. Brilliant. So all I need to do is defend. And then I get to retaliate immediately. Sweet. All right, it works as intended then. That's cool. So as if I defend and take no damage, I retaliate back for 1. Okay, awesome. Probably should have gone protection. But, oh well. It is what it is. All right, so he's got retaliate though. Which I don't know if we want that. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. But I need to kill him. So Robin's going to hit him for 2 and get retaliate. So he gets his consequential and retaliate. Nightwing's going to hit him for 2, get retaliate. And we're going to ready up. Item every weapon attacks with force. Discard card to stop your deck to discard an event, then add it to your hand. Okay. Well, I don't want that event. Although it does mean I can use it to play you. Sweet. Okay, well that worked out alright. Alright, now ready up. And then draw 5 cards. Okay, got some identity cards here. Natural Acrobat uses 2 Acrobat counters. You gain Agile 1. Agile is reduce the damage this character receives from undefended attacks by X. Okay, cool. When you would take damage from an attack, exhaust Natural Acrobat and remove an Acrobat counter from it. Prevent 2 of that damage. Cool. Wingdings. Is that what he calls his knives? Wingdings. Attack. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Deal 1 damage to another enemy. This attack gains ranged and piercing. If you have the aerial trait, repeat this action 1 additional time. Okay. So I do currently have aerial. Because I used... Oh, no I don't. What am I talking about? I don't have aerial at the moment. Lies. I'm just going to flip this over. Whenever I don't have aerial, I'm just going to flip this over. Okay. It's one of my custom cards. Impulse. Young Titan. Okay. Cool. Not the greatest hand in the world, but it is what it is. Threat on the scheme. He attacks. I'll defend with Robin? No. I want to defend with Nightwing, right? After an attack against you deals no damage to you, you gain the aerial trait until the next round. Okay, yeah, alright. So I want to... So if I'm undefended... Oh, I don't have that card out yet, so that's pointless. So I'll defend. And... 1, so he hits for 2, so I defend. I successfully defend, so now I have aerial. And I hit him back for 1. Go. Okay. Hopefully I'm playing that right. I mean, that's what the timing chart suggests should happen. So I currently have aerial. Alright. And then we get an encounter card. And unfortunately it is another weapon. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Gives him +1 attack. That sucks. Okay, my turn. So I'm currently exhausted. What's the ability that says that I get to play an event? Oh, okay. After you use a basic power, exhaust this card, reduce the cost of the next event you play this phase by 1. Okay, well I can't, I'm already exhausted, I can't do anything. So, that's pointless. Well, Red Robin might as well slap in for 2 and die. Because I attacked, I get to discard cards until I get an event, and then add it to my hand. Sweet. It's handy. Let's use Rick Flag and Power of Justice as Fist and Lightning to get rid of the Retaliate card. Fist and Lightning, so they're gone. That's annoying me. And then the next event is reduced. I have to use a basic power, exhaust this card. Well, I can't use a basic power. Why do I keep reading that for? I'm going to use... Wait. What happens on the other side? I really think this ability should be on his hero side. I'd get rid of the retaliate thing. I mean, I'm never going to use this. Ever. Except maybe as a double wreck, maybe? This can only be done in Alter Ego, so it might be worth it just for that. Because I get to swap cards out. Anyway, Natural Acrobat is going to pay for clear the area, which is going to clear this and draw me a card. Oh, I got another Natural Acrobat. That's pretty handy. So that's pretty good. If there's two in the deck and I get both of them out, that means I get Agile 2. That's pretty sweet. I was going to get Impulse. I was going to put Impulse out. But now I'm thinking Natural Acrobat is the way to go. Yeah. Let's get it out. Now I'm disappointed that I threw out the other one. Okay. I'm happy with that. Ready. Get 5 cards. Okay, so Windings we know. Create an opening. Defense skill. When you would take a damage from an attack, prevent 3 of that damage. If you take no damage from that attack, choose up to 2 cards from your discard pile. Shuffle this card into your deck, then put the chosen cards on top of your deck. Very cool. There's 2 of those. So I don't have to defend to use it. That's the thing, right? So I don't want to defend because I want to be able to hit back. And this is going to help me do that because his agile is from undefended attacks. Yeah. Yeah, this is working. This is working for me. Alright. Boink. He attacks. Let's see. I'm not going to defend. What's the deal? Do I have to declare that I'm using this card before? Yeah, so I declare, so I'll use Windings to create an opening. Cool. So he's attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's unfortunate. That means I get damaged. That means I'm going to get damaged. Take damage from attack, prevent 3. And Agile does 1. So he hit me for 5. Come on, man. Okay, well, I got damaged. I retaliate back. Because I still have aerial. I had until the end of the next round. So I got it from this defense. Then we had my turn. Now it's his turn. So I've got it to the end of the villain phase. So I do get to still retaliate. Oh wait, what's this thing? Oh, what's the matter? I've still got aerial anyway. Oh, I'm so confused. There's so many things that do the same thing. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. This suggests to me that I should be defending because it's a basic power. So that I could defend and then use the cards for free, essentially. But that means I never get to attack back, ever. Unless I've got something that says I'm allowed to attack. Oh, man. I'm so confused. I'm confused on what is meant to be happening. Am I meant to be defending or am I not meant to be defending? This suggests that I don't defend. This suggests that I don't defend. This suggests that I do defend. Okay. Anyway. Where am I? Okay. Just make sure I haven't missed any triggers. No. No triggers have been missed. The villain attacks you. Okay, well. Okay, well. Now I'm defending, I suppose. One, 2, 3. Defend for 1. Agile doesn't affect me because it's only on undefended attacks. Or undefended attacks. So he does still hit me. Does it matter? I mean, I've still got aerial anyway, so I still retaliate. I'm so confused. My turn. I'm gonna genius and create an opening to bring out Poison Miles, who's going to immediately hit for 4. Knock him into the next stage. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard powerful Deathstroke's rifle and attach it to Deathstroke. That's his armor. Has it already been discarded? Oh, it has already been discarded. Okay. It's 2 counters. When Deathstroke attacks you, remove 1 ammo counter for here, discard the top card of the encounter deck, taking direct damage equal to the number of boost icons on that discarded card. Okay. And his hit points go back up to 14. Need damage for you. Okay, so Nightwing doesn't have aerial right now. And then Nightwing's going to hit. Hit for 2. And then I guess I'm flipping. No, I don't see any reason why I would. That's the end of my turn. I get 5 cards. Okay, so here's a couple more identity cards. There's a weird haze effect on that pitch. Ah, she's on the other side of the glass. That's cool. True Grit. Ready Nightwing, you get +1 to a basic power until the end of the round. If you have the aerial trait, you get +1 to a basic power until the end of the round. What? So you get +2 to the power? Okay. That's pretty cool. Cost 1. You ready him. And if you have aerial, you get to get +2. That's pretty sweet. Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. After Batgirl defeats an enemy or removes the last threat from a scheme, choose a Nightwing card in your discard pile and place it on top of your deck. Cool. Okay, clear the area and cover. Okay. So I used... Oh, I didn't have any cards to do that, so that's of no use to me. Alright. Threat. He attacks. No, I guess I'm not defending. Alright. I'm not defending. 2, 3, and plus whatever the card is. Or maybe I should defend. Yeah. So I'm defending. So 2, 3, 4. It does me for 4. If I reduce exhaust natural back and remove an accurate prevent 2. Okay, so I prevented all damage. So I now have aerial back. So I retaliate. Alright. Then we get an encounter card. League of Assassins. Oh, jeez. Board went crazy. League of Assassins. Oh, man. Okay. 1, 2, 3. When revealed, if Talia al Ghul is not in play, search the encounter and discard pile for Talia al Ghul and put her into play engaged with you. Okay. No. Is she in here? No, she's in here, but she's just not named. Talia. Where are you? Well, let's just go through each one. Nope. Wait, what's happened here? She has to be in here. What's going on? Where's Talia? What has happened here? I have her League of Assassins in here, but I don't have Talia in here. How strange. What's the name of the module she belongs to? League Henchman, League of Assassins. Okay. So she has to be in here. There she is. How weird. Alright. I'll get it now anyway. Okay, so put her into play, engage with it. Need to shuffle this, look through it. Place 2 additional threat here for each League of Assassin enemy in play. Well, that's just her. 1, 2. Cool. Alright. So that's a hazard icon. Talia cannot take damage while the League of Assassins side scheme is in play. After Talia goes, schemes or attacks, place 2 threat on League of Assassins side scheme. Okay. My turn. Okay. Alright. So let's use Batgirl, because she's far too expensive to do True Grit. I get to ready Nightwing. You get +1 to a basic power until the end of the round. If you have the aerial trait, you get +1 to a basic power. I do have the aerial trait, so I have +2. I'm going to use she cannot be defeated or cannot take damage. Cannot take damage. Okay, I'm going to thwart for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to Trained by the Bat, because I just used my thwart ability. Trained by the Bat says my next event is free. I'm going to clear the area. Remove the last 2. So that's gone. And I get a free card. Ooh. How weird. I get a free card. Okay. Eskrima sticks. Eskrima sticks. I thought they were just called battens. Restricted. No one gets +1 defense. if you have the aerial trait, exhaust the screamer sticks, ready Nightwing. Oh yeah. Well, I was going to Catwoman. But no. Now I clearly want the sticks. Sorry, Catwoman. I mean, geez. That's pretty sweet. I do currently have the trait, so I'm going to ready Nightwing. Here action. If I have the trait, exhaust scream sticks to get ready Nightwing. He's ready. I'm then going to hit Talia for 2. And then hit Talia for 2. And then that's it. I should have said +1 thwart, +1 attack, but I'm obviously not that smart. Oh, he attacked me before. I should have taken damage. It's got a top card of the encounter deck. Take damage 2 from the gun. I should have taken that before. Okay, so in that case, I will now flip, I think. Actually, no. No. It's all good. It's fine. So I still have aerial to the end of the villain phase. So I'll keep the card up till the end of the next round. Okay, so here's a new one. Fearless Freefall. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. If you have the aerial trait, remove the last threat from a scheme. Ready Nightwing. Okay. Domino Mask. Nightwing gets +1 hand size. Hell yeah. Exhaust Domino Mask. Investigate. What does investigate mean? Investigate. Look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Discard one of those cards. Place the rest on top of the encounter deck in the original order. Okay. Then if you have the aerial trait, choose up to 3 cards in your discard pile and shuffle them into your deck. Okie dokie. And turn the time. We know what that does. Alright. Boom. Threat. He goes to the next stage. 2B. When revealed, reveal the top card of the weapons deck. Boom. Exosuit. +1 scheme, +1 attack. Bloody hell. This attack's going to be bloody nasty, so... Oof. Nightwing will defend. Excuse me. So I've got +1 defense, plus I've got this thing that lets me take off, prevent 2 damage. So I think I should be okay. What's this? Is this my card? I haven't decided whether I was defending or not. Did I flip this? What did I do with this? How weird. Flipped it way too early. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Which means this goes. And I still take a point of damage. And I've got aerial, so I'm going to retaliate back again. 1. And then he does his gun. which is 1. And then that goes. Okay. Talia then attacks. Takes me down to 2. We get an encounter card. And it is League Operatives. Our guard. Okay, my turn. Straight up. Poison Ivy just kills Talia. Sick of her crap. So she goes. These guys stay in play. I've lost the aerial trait. I no longer have the aerial trait. So I guess I should give myself the mask. So 1, 2, 3. Put the mask in play. And then flip to Dick. No. I'm going to say I used this instead of this. So then flip to Dick and use that to give me aerial until the end of the round. If the discarded card was a Nightwing card, ready your identity. So I'm ready, and I'm then going to wreck. 1, 2, 3. That's a basic power. I can exhaust this card. Oh, to reduce the next card, which I don't have because I just used them all. Okay. Okay, I'm going to investigate. Oh no, it's a hero response, so I can't investigate. Oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing. Absolutely no idea. I could have used the sticks. I should have used the sticks to ready. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, back down. Let's get this back. These were in my hand. Alright, so I definitely used Poison Ivy to kill Talia, right? So she's definitely gone. Alright, now, let's try this again. Let's use this, the mask to investigate. So investigate is discard the top 3 cards. Look at the top 3 cards in the encounter deck. Don't discard them, look at them. Discard one of those cards. Place the rest back on top of the encounter deck in their original order. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Well, let's discard the obligation. Do I want to discard that? Actually, I think I want to get rid of this. Get rid of this and then put them back in the order. So hard as nails and then the obligation. So I know the obligation is next. Alright, so choose. I have the aerial trait, so choose. Oh wait, do I have the aerial trait? Why have I got the aerial trait? Why have I got the aerial trait? What did I do that gave me aerial? I don't know if I've actually got that or not. Now I'm so confused. I don't know if I've got that. I think I've only got it because I went to here and I discarded a card. So I don't think I've actually got that. I don't think I've got the aerial trait. I think that's cheating. Because I flipped back to here again to do all this business. So I don't have... If I don't have the aerial trait... So there was no point in doing that at all, really. But I can ready. So should I have readied first and then thwarted? Ready first, thwart, then domino mask? Because I thwarted, I'm going to turn the tide. Put 3 on this guy. Now I do investigate, which means I get to put 3 cards in my discard pile back into my deck. What do I want? I'm gonna need these natural acrobats back. Okay, shuffle these 3 back into my deck. And then... Okay, so that's that done. I can then use that to reduce... Oh. Wait, why did I do that? Wait, what am I doing? If you have the aerial trait, exhaust... I don't have the aerial trait. I don't have it. Why did I do that? Ah. I've completely stuffed this up. I don't know what I'm doing. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. It's... I've completely cheated. I shouldn't have put those 3 cards back in. I wasn't able to ready at all. I didn't actually take off any threat. Let's take this damage off. I've just completely stuffed it up. Well, she's the only one that I did right, so she killed Talia. That's fine. So let's put that threat back on there. I can still investigate. I just don't get my three free cards. So let's go grab those. True Grit, Genius, and Natural Acrobat. Okay. Shuffle those, put those back in the bin. Okay, so I did investigate. Alright, that's definitely happened. I don't have aerial, so I can't do this, can't do this, can't do this. So let's now flip to Dick Grayson. I can't ready. So hero action, I don't have aerial. And even if I do... Oh, I can discard and ready. Okay, I can go back to this again. So Fearless Freefall will let me discard and get aerial. I now have aerial. How many times can I say the word aerial in one video? So I get... Discarded card was a Nightwing card. So I can now ready. I've readied. I still can't use this because it's a hero action. I can use this though. And I've still got all these. So I wreck 1, 2, 3. I then use, that's a basic power, so I can reduce the cost of the next event you play by 1. So I'll first aid for free. 1, 2. Okay. Alright. Okay, now I'll Bloodhaven. Discard these 2. And get 3 cards. Because I have aerial, I get 1 extra card. So I get 3 cards. Alright. I will strength to put under surveillance on. And then this doesn't say I can't do it more than once. Oh, I would just get aerial again though. I wouldn't be able to ready because it's not a Nightwing card. So the hope was that it was a Nightwing card, but it's not. It's just surveillance. Alright. Okay, that's all I can do. Ready. I get +1 hand size, right? Yes. So I get 7 minus 1 is 6. I get the last 6 cards. I reset my deck, which means I get an encounter card for the next turn. I still have aerial. Okay, threat. He schemes. He schemes for 2, 3. Give district. Give district a touch card. Okay. Alright. And then this dude schemes for 1. Oh wait, I didn't do the 3. 1, 2, 3, and then he schemes for 1. 1. Okay, then we get another encounter card. So I've got 2 encounter cards. We know this is the obligation, right? So let's just deal with that now. Exhaust stick, remove from the game. There we go. Remove from the game. Next one is another League of Operatives. Okay. I survived that. Alright. Now, let's do me. Okay, now I don't have aerial at the moment because it was only until the end of the round. That was the end of the round. It is now a new round. So I don't have aerial. So I can discard a card to get it, but then I won't ready. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to flip to Nightwing, and use True Grit. So I'll use Surveillance Team to pay for True Grit, which readies me and then gives me +1 to a basic power. Oh no, I wanted to discard a card to get Aerial first, right? I wanted to discard a card to get Aerial. Wait. Let's discard Surveillance Team while I'm on this side to give me Aerial. I don't ready though, because it's not a Nightwing card. And then flip to Nightwing and then use True Grit. So I need something to pay for True Grit. Let's use Wonder Girl because I'm not getting her out anytime soon. That pays for True Grit. I ready Nightwing. I get +1 to a basic power, and then because I have Aerial, I get +1 to a basic power. Now, what do I want? Attack. Yeah, I want attack. So he's got +4 attack at the moment. He's got +4 attack. I'm going to, one way or another, search the encounter deck for a side scheme. There's that one. 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 Okay, so what have I got to deal with? No, that's not a side scheme. Okay, so League of Assassins. Death Without Limit. Cornered Stuff. District's Assault. Yep, cornered stuff. These can go back in. And I get 3 cards. Okay. Another True Grit, that's handy. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Discard 1 per player card from the encounter deck. 1. Place 1 additional threat for each boost. I got 4. Okay. Alright. Rightio. Okay, let's investigate. 1, 2, 3. I get to discard 1. This is the one that brings in Talia, so let's get rid of that one. Then put them back in the right order. Okay. Correct order. Done. Okay. I've still got my +2 attack, so let's do that. Let's kill off one of these guards. When the deal engage an encounter card, which we know is going to be a minion. Okay, we're going to investigate. Oh, I forgot to do this. So put 3 cards in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, alright. Okay, I'm going to ready Nightwing. I've still got my +2 attack. Oh wait. I used a basic attack, so I get to do my next event. Costs 1 less. So keep that in mind. Next event costs 1 less. And because I have aerial, I can ready it. So I've readied it. Okay. Alright. This round is working. This round is working. I've still got my +2. So I'm going to attack and kill this guy. Still engage face down card, which we know is the villain attacks you. Alright? So because I did that, I'm going to do this again. So now the event's down by 2. Okay, the event's now down by 2. So now I will spend Kurt to pay for Agile Flight, which now only costs 1. Remove a total of 5 threat for among schemes as you choose. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, I've still got my +2 attack. So I will still got +2 attack. What can I do to leverage that? What can I do to leverage that? Red Robin and Impulse will give me Stargirl. Stargirl will thwart for 1 and do 1 point of damage, which knocks off his tough. Oh, I need 1 more card. 1 more resource. I could have hit him for 4. No, I would have gotten another 2. I would have hit him for 6. After you use a basic power resources card, ready it. I need to use a basic power again. I can't. Ah, spewing. 1 resource off. Okay. I've done all I can do. I mean, geez. Bloody hell. So I've still got aerial, so already +1 insight, so 6 minus 1 is 5. Okay. Okay. I did all I could do. I mean, I killed 2 minions and got rid of a side scheme and knocked his tough off. I think I did pretty well. It maybe not have been optimal, but it was as optimal as I was going to get it. So threat on here. He attacks. So 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Stargirl's gonna cop it. 5. She got slammed. Alright. Let me get these. So I'm going to do this one first, which is Insight 1. And then this guy he attacks me. This card gains Surge. Oh, I didn't notice that one. Pooh. League Novus. When revealed, choose to either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. The threat, not take any damage. Because he's about to attack me, so I will defend. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he hits me for 4, 3. Hits me for 3. After you use a basic power, exhaust this card, reduce the cost of the next event you play by 1. Because I have aerial, I will ready. Cool, so I can use it in the villain turn as well. That's what I was missing before, I wasn't doing that. Okay, I survived. I survived on 3. It's my turn. I am going... So I lose aerial. I don't have aerial anymore. So I can't ready. I can't do any of this business. But I do have True Grit. So... okay, one way or the other is going to pay for True Grit. I ready. I only get the +1. I don't have aerial, so I just get the +1. So I ready, and then I get +1 attack. Wait. Oh, I have aerial, so before that did 1 point of retaliate. Okay. How do I get aerial back? I have to go to Alter Ego to get aerial back? It's so frustrating. Everything hinges on the fact that I need to have aerial. I should... This ability should be on this side. Get rid of the retaliate thing. And have this on here. Everything's based on it. It's too hard to get it. It's... I'll investigate at the very least. I want to get my 3 cards back, but anyway. Let's get rid of this one and put those back in order. So we know it's a minion and we know it's raid the armory. Well, might as well just kill one of these guys. To reduce the cost of the next event by 1. Let's use upside the head to pay for fearless freefall, remove 4 threat. I don't have aerial, so I don't have any of the other stuff. And then energy will pay for natural acrobat. I don't get to ready that. I guess I have to flip. I haven't got any cards to discard. If I don't flip, I'm dead. So, flip. Ready. Get 7 cards. I don't even care what they are, to be honest. Threat. He schemes 2, 3, 4. This guy schemes for 1. 1 off from the next thing. We get an encounter card, and it is Raid the Armory, which of course we knew already. When revealed, discard cards until the encounter taken to a weapon attachment is discarded. Reveal that attachment. Okay. There you go, Talia. Goodbye. Wait. Talia, how are you in here? Have I reset this deck? No? How are you in here? Wait, there's 2 Talias. There is 2 Talias. There was a Talia in there. How did I miss this? How? How? Anyway, she's not a weapon attachment, so... what happened to my mouse? The mouse has died. No. What's going on here? It's gotten all sticky. Giggity. No. It's going to dick out. It's going to dick out. Oh, there we go. Alright. And this stroke will take any amount of damage. Place it here instead than if there's 5 or more. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. +1 attack, +1 scheme. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's madness. Alright, my turn. Okay. So, let's get rid of Winged Inns. Nope. 1 second. First thing's gonna wreck. 1, 2, 3. Then let's get rid of Winged Inns to ready and give me aerial. Gain aerial, and if it was a Nightwing card, you get to ready. Okay, so I readied, and then do I wreck again? No. Let's flip to Nightwing. I've got to kill this guy. I've got to do 9 points of damage or I'm dead. 9 points of damage. Can we do this? Nine points of damage. Actually, before I flip, let's Bloodhaven. Let's Bloodhaven. So I've got aerial. Before I flip, let's get rid of this. I want damage cards. Let's get rid of the thwarting cards. Let's keep that. Wait, I'm not going to thwart out 9. That's not going to happen. So, what if I just let it trigger? And then make him go down. What's the next stage? The getaway. If I let him trigger. Tactics. Tactics. I'm not getting rid of 9. Alright, 1, 2, 3. I get rid of 3. I get 4. I mean, that's a good deal. Alright, now I flip. Now, what have I got? I got Poison Ivy, Wonder Girl, Acrobat, create an opening. What's that? When you would take a damage from an attack, prevent 3. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's do this business. Oh, there's only 1 card left. So that's right. I'll just investigate the 1 and discard it. Right? Because then I get my 3 cards. So I get to put in 3 cards from here, right? So 1. No. No. Maybe. No. No. Yes. Okay, let's put these 3 back in. Okay, so. Right. After you use a basic effect. Okay, the next event. So what events have I got? 1, create an opening. So I'd get that for free, but it's a defense card, so I don't care. Alright, so this is not going to do anything for me. I've only got 1 event card. So let's do Catwoman, who will get me... No, I need 9 points of damage. This guy doesn't have guard. Yeah, you know what? Alright, okay. Genius and create an opening that I don't care about will give me Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy swings in for 4. Boom. Nightwing will go in for 2. I mean, I might as well use this, right? The next event I play is less -1. And because I have aerial, I get to ready it. I mean, I might as well do it. I mean, why not? So the next one's -1. Alright. So then I will use the sticks, because I've got aerial, to ready. Now while I'm ready, I'm going to Acrobat and Wonder Girl. To use Catwoman, who gives me a card. That's not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. Oh, it doesn't matter, I've won. Nightwing swings in for 2. Catwoman swings in for 1. Boom. Nothing stopped me from doing that. No. No. Oh my god, this card! Oh god! Okay. My Poison Ivy would do 4. And Catwoman would do 1. So that gets rid of that 5. Okay, he's still on 9. Poison Ivy and Catwoman got rid of the 5. Nightwing then swung in for 2. Ready using his sticks. Swung in for 2 again. Done. Wait, is it better to actually thwart? Yeah, you know what? I'll put the other 2 back in and I'll say thwarted for 2. He thwarted for 2. Because that means Yawn roll is free because of this card. This card made it free. So I thwarted for 2 and then I get to do another 3. Another 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he's on 7. I'm exhausted. I can't do any more. I can't afford Rick. I've still got Ariel until the end of until the end of the round, so or the end of the next round, isn't it? To the end of the round. Okay, so it's the end of the villain phase. Alright. Okay. I've got defenders if I need them. I don't need Rick. He's too expensive, so I'm going to get rid of him and get my 6 cards. Okay. I'm in a good place here. Got a defense thing if I need it. Okay. Alright. So, boing. He attacks. Catwoman is defending. It is what it is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's very, very dead. None of these things give him overkill. Let's quickly check that. Ranged. No. Piercing. Ranged and piercing. Okay. So she's very dead. This guy then attacks for 1. I'll undefend, and I've got agile, so I don't care. I just ignore it. Then we get an encounter card. And the encounter card is Raid the Armory. Insight 1. Blink. And then discard cards at the top until you get a weapon. Nope. There we go. There's his rifle. His trusty rifle comes in with 2. Comes in with 2. Okay, he's on 7. It's my turn. I don't have aerial anymore. So, oh, I should have retaliated on this guy. Undefended, retaliate back to this guy. Alright. Now, I don't have aerial now. So, how can I do the maximum amount of damage? Okay, I'm going to attack for 2. 1, 2. He hasn't got his armor, so I'm actually doing the damage. I then use this. Oh, I don't have aerial. Oh no, it doesn't matter. I just don't get to ready it. I then use this. My next event only costs 1. Wait. After an attack against you deals no damage to you, you gain aerial trait. After an attack against you deals no damage. That made it deal no damage from that attack. So I do have aerial. Okay. So I attack for 2. This says my next event costs 1 less. And I get to ready this because I have aerial. And because I have aerial, I can ready Nightwing. My next event costs 1. That'll be Wingdings. Deal 2 damage to an enemy, deal 1 damage to another enemy. This attack gains range and piercing. If you have the aerial trait, repeat this action 1 other time. So, 2 damage to an enemy, 1 damage to another enemy. He's dead. Because he dies, I get... Oh no, that's the other guy, so that's fine. He's dead. Now I get to do it again. Deal 2 damage to an enemy, 1 damage to another enemy. There is no other enemy, so I'll just ignore it. And then Nightwing will just hit him again. Okay, hard fought victory with a lot of stuff ups in the middle. I managed to correct them. Thankfully, painful to correct them, but I managed to correct them in the end. Let's have a look at Nightwing. I wish my mouse was working properly. This one. Wingdings. Natural acrobat. Create an opening. Fearless freefall. True Grit, the MVP of the deck for sure. Wingdings. Okay. Alright, let's do it. So, okay, so Nightwing himself. Well, first off, the aesthetics is awesome. The blue grey combo. I mean, it's meant to be black, but comic black is always like a greyish sort of black. But it's very cool. The headshot is great. The choice of art all really pops. Like, really cool. Like, it's really, yeah, very cool. So aesthetically, very pleasing. The identity card. Yeah, I said it like 3 times in the video. It just, trying to get aerial is just too hard, and all of the cards rely on it, right? So there was a couple of little nuances that made it kind of cool. The fact that tiny minion hit me for 1, which Agile just got rid of. I ignored it because I'm Agile, which then gave me aerial. That was cool. That was a cool little combo. But that happened an hour and a half into the game. The response thing yeah, so the response thing, that's what the response thing happened. This is fine. This is good. Discard a card, you gain aerial. If it's a Nightwing card, you ready your identity. Great. But why is it in the alter ego side? I just don't understand it. It makes more sense to be on this side. But then that means you wouldn't have this one. After attacking card, it deals no damage because you're not getting attacked on this side. So you would have to do either one or the other. Yeah. So whenever I give feedback in these sort of situations, I need to be very careful. I'm not saying that my idea is better in any way, shape, or form. By no means am I saying that. I mean, it's not my bloody character. It's somebody else's character. So I'm not saying it should be that way. It just, to me, it would make more sense if it was that way. But I can totally see why it's not. And this combo is cool. When you gain aerial, and so therefore the aerial constant effect gives you retaliate. That's cool. There's a lot of cool factor about this hero, which I quite like, right? Because it's Nightwing. He's meant to be cool. I mean, look at him. He's a badass. We want a champion. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what more I can say. I just don't quite get it in terms of how it's all meant to tie together. But I'm sure it's just me. I mean, it's just whenever it actually did happen. Like I said, it was a lot of cool moments, right? So when it actually all clicked, there was that one turn that I had, where I did like 7 different things or something, right? Like I attacked. I had +2, like, because of True Grit, which is the greatest card in the deck, and then, you know, I readied, and then I attacked again, and then I did something else, and I killed like 2 minions. I hit him in the head. You know, I did some thwarting, like that. All really flowed together really well. But look how much setup it took for me to get to that point. So I don't know. I don't know what more I can say. I'm playing it wrong. I'm clearly playing it wrong. There's clearly a certain sequence of events that you're meant to do, and I'm obviously not doing it well. I mean, it worked that one time, but I think that was just pure coincidence. That wasn't skill. That was just me just happened to get it right that one turn. Batgirl is... I didn't use her once, so I really have nothing really to say other than the image is awesome. The Domino Mask is a mixed bag. It's pretty cool. I like it. I just don't see what the point of it is in terms of... No, I'll say that again. That's not what I mean. The point. I mean, the point's obviously because it gives you +1 hand size and lets you investigate. Let me rephrase. I don't see what the connection between the Domino Mask is and the investigate and getting +1 hand size is. I don't see what the theme of that card is. True Grit is awesome. I wish there was 3 of them. Like, it's just great. Just very, very cool. And a cool picture too. Create an opening. It is what it is. It's a defense card. Free fall again. It's a thwart card. Trained by the bat. Yeah, it's an awesome picture, and it was very helpful. But yeah, Windings, I just deal 2 damage and then deal a damage to another enemy. Why? Why does it have to be another enemy? Although maybe it's just the phrasing. It doesn't say deal 1 damage to a different enemy. It just says to another enemy. And the Marvel Champions wording is a different enemy. I don't think there's a single card that says another. Let me just check that. Unless it's schemes, where it says thwart from another scheme in play. Or let me just check that out. Which card has the word another in it? Reveal another card for the encounter deck. Okay. Yeah, reveal another encounter card. I don't see anything that says do this and then... Yeah, reveal another encounter card. There it is again. Oh, here we go. Malay. Here's a perfect example. Hero action attack. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Deal 3 damage to another enemy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so back to my original point. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Deal 1 damage to another enemy. I didn't have another enemy to hit, which it didn't matter at that particular point. I do like the repeat it again, but why am I repeating it with Ariel? Bloodhaven, why does it have the criminal keyword? The criminal trait? The entire city is not a criminal. It's just a location that has a bunch of criminals in it. I mean, so does Gotham. I just don't get that at all. The card itself, though, is awesome. It's an awesome, awesome card. It ties with True Grit, I think, in terms of just how cool it is. I only used it a couple of times because I didn't really go to Alter Ego that much. But man, a mulligan whenever you want. That's amazing. I mean, it definitely should be an Alter Ego action. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. Great. It ties with True Grit. It's just slightly below True Grit as MVP. Now Tracker it obviously ties into his thing about not taking damage. Not sure why it has counters. I mean, it's his natural ability, right? So prevent 2 of that damage. I don't know. Yeah. And his sticks are cool. The thing that it's... If you have the aerial trait, you can exhaust the 6 to ready him. But it gives you +1 defense just naturally anyway. But then that goes back to what I was saying before in terms of, like right at the start, is I'm confused by what the deck wants you to do. Does it want you to not defend, which is what agile means? I mean, you want to be undefended. Or does it want you to defend? Because then if you defend, it's a... if you don't take any damage, then you get your arrow, right? Which is good, which means you then get to retaliate. It's just, I don't know. I'm not grasping it. So I guess in a nutshell, I'm not really understanding mechanically how it's meant to work, but I can see the high coolness factor. Like there's a lot of cool here, and it's just basically all I really need in summary is I need ES to explain to me how to play it. I need someone better than me or the creator or the hero to explain to me what I was doing wrong and how to actually do it, and then it'll be an A character. It'll be a great A because it's just there's so much cool to him. It was disrespectful that I threw back on the disco ball. I don't know why I did that. That was terrible. It's a disgrace. Barb deserves better. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll see if ES can explain to me the mechanics of how it's meant to work, and then I think I'll give him another go. Says, and then because he's meant to flow, right? He's meant to have momentum. He's meant to flow like water, you might even say. And I obviously was just not doing it right. I mean, I still won, but I won in such a terribly clunky way. Like that was not a good win at all. I feel kind of dirty about it. Cool. All right. So that was Nightwing. S is a cool dude. I'm gonna have the link to his drive, Google Drive, and the table to this table. If you want to, if you have an interest in DC characters, you want to jump on this table. By all means, go for it. If you do jump on this table, you can see shameless plug time, shameless plug alert. On this table is my character. Look at that, Miguel Montez from Dial H for Hero, the most recent version of that comic. Oh, look at this. Shameless plug. I'm doing it and I don't care. That's why it's called Shameless. So, yeah. Check him out. Dial H for Hero here. It's got a pretty cool, unique mechanic where you can swap to different heroes. Highly recommend it. It's awesome. Check it out. This card should probably be bigger. Should have probably fixed that before I had the thing saved on the table. But anyway, that card's meant to go on top of that card, and then that becomes your new hero. Blah blah blah. So yeah, check it out. But I'll have a link to this table so you can come and experience the awesomeness of this DC table for yourself. The amount of work that's gone into this DC project is... What the hell is this? just cars just randomly on the side. Yeah, the amount of work that's gone into this is just amazing. So check it out. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Really appreciate it. Oh, these cards were meant to be in my deck. That's the problem. Yeah, look after yourself. Please like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Leave a comment. Joshy will be back on the maybe tomorrow or the next day. To start off, we're going to start with McBobber's Gotham campaign, Gotham's Reckoning, with Batman and Batwoman. So we're going to start that off. It's going to be a lot of fun going through it again. It's a great campaign. Very excited to go through it again. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.